Oh no, I won't get connected to my Hanekawa. That will never happen.
Zero.
Actually,
I really need if he does to flashback to this.
Yes. I'm actually going to write this down. Like at the end of Neko Shiro, if Kiwi gets emotionally attached to Hanekawa, I am going to flashback to the scene. Mark my words, viewers. Leave a comment down below whether you think that's going to happen or not.
If I cry or show any emotional attachment, come back to this clip.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the finale.
Why does it sound so melancholic? Did someone die?
Of Neko Shiro.
Hanekawa did it for me.
My name is Johnny Depp, and today I'll be reacting to this Monogatari series. I heard from my good friend 0 Degrees.
Amber Heard?
I heard for Amber that you'll support yourself and make a pint of wine.
A mega pint. Oh, no, not that word. No. No.
Maybe you forgot the objection.
Court laws.
Anyways, guys. Hello there. It's a finale. So, this is the episode that will make or break Hanekawa for Kiwi.
Yeah.
Because we're never going to get Hanekawa ever again in the Monogatari series. Ever. We'll never ever see her ever again. Right?
I mean, yeah, this is a make or break to make it if I will groan or moan when I see Hanekawa on screen.
Nope, go back. We redo that one.
Wait a minute.
Try again.
This for guys.
Okay,
Kiwi is actually just Tsundere for Hanekawa.
If I groan or if I like get excited when I see Hanekawa. Wait, that also sounds small.
There's just no wording for you, is there,
for
Kiwi?
Hanekawa to like Hanekawa.
I'm not horny for her. I'm trying to make it sound.
Are you sure about that?
Yes, sir.
Don't worry. I'm horny for Hanekawa as well. So we're in the same boat.
I'm not horny for Hanekawa.
Sure, you tell yourself that.
There's no one else we can be horny for but girls in this show. There's no guys. Meme is out of the picture.
There's no one for me to be horny for because episode is 6.
It was about to say Meme isn't here. Kaiki is a basic bitch. Episode is 6. Araragi has a girlfriend. Go for it.
Alright. That's fair, actually. I see where you guys, the dilemma is. But, alright. So, the final episode, I believe your theories, actually, if you remember them, you can just say them.
I don't.
I was gonna say, bold assumption that I can remember what I said in the last episode.
Okay, well, as the editor of each episode, basically, their theories were this will end in a conflict, and Hanekawa will have to reach a resolution with the tiger herself. Something around something like that. Yeah. Cerby, obviously.
You start that?
Huh?
Of course it's Cerby. Of course it's not me.
Last question, actually, before I get into the episode. Do you have any new theories as to what the tiger is?
It's a cat.
Yes? You're onto something? Okay.
I think the tiger is Hanekawa's
Obishchunosuke.
People who haven't watched Punchline don't understand this joke. And literally none of our subscribers watch Punchline, so nobody understands it.
Rip.
This is so
Well,
sad.
that's their loss, man.
Alexa, play Despacito. Alright.
I like how that's been your guys' main takeaway from Punchline. It's just Shinonosuke. That's the one you mentioned the most.
The first few episodes we literally see him watching porn.
Well, if that doesn't pique your interest about Punchline, I don't know what will. So, if you're interested in watching a cat that watches porn, then yeah, go check that out. But alright.
You're
It's the finale.
That is so.
It's the finale of Neko Shiro. Of course, you guys already know what to do. Batman's really excited for this one. Open up your own copy of the episode, sync it up with a timer that will appear within Kiwi's hands at the end of my countdown. And let's enjoy the final episode
I
of
get
Neko
very
Shiro.
anxious whenever you stop for this for some reason. Like,
Oh, I wonder if I do
sweat.
that on purpose.
You bitch.
I'm going to start the episode in 3, 2, 1, now.
Cucumbers. That's racist. Fuck you, Hanekawa.
Strong start.
Oh no.
Strong start.
Oh yeah, have I mentioned how I love this first, the editing for this first section?
Araragi only he has his laptop open at all times without charging it.
I guess so. He just has it on sleep at all times. Yeah, we did get Hanekawa finally asking herself for help.
It's weird to me that she just wears his clothes.
She doesn't have anything else to wear.
I mean, well, they're gonna let her stay in his room and they can't buy her a couple t-shirts?
Yeah, apparently so.
It's so weird that they're just like, yeah, you can just wear Araragi's clothes. And she's like, yeah, okay, I'll just do that.
I don't know if it's just common sense that it would be weird, though. I guess it depends on,
it's weird
the
to
person.
me.
Yeah. I guess
She
it's the
also
kind of
wear
thing of
Aragi's
like,
underwear.
I don't think that she goes that far. I think it's kind of like the thing where girlfriends wear like their boyfriend's clothes or something. I guess you could see it like that. But of course, she's not his
But
girlfriend.
that just makes it weirder because that's her then placing assumptions that she knows aren't true.
Yeah. I think we're the first reactors to ever point that out, that it was weird.
I'm glad that I can add something to the Monogatari commentary.
This is the important stuff, people. Ah, yes.
Okay.
Oh, she wants to turn back time. Sounds like someone is sipping on a smoothie.
Oh no. We actually see this at the beginning of the first episode of Neko Shiro.
Oh.
Such good editing, my god.
That's racist. That's racist.
The editing in that section really reminds me of the choices for the Neko Kuro OP. Just really good and well thought out transitions.
Mm-hmm. Where will Kuro Hanekawa be on the screen for the whole episode?
I will not say.
I'm asking for my takes.
For the majority of this.
Okay. Oh. I wonder where Taki is. I'm actually showing all of the flowers that represent purity.
I mean, that is Hanekawa in a way, or how she wants to make herself. It's also why Episode couldn't recognize her when they met up last episode. Because Hanekawa was the one who severed this part of herself away and created this tiger.
The tiger burned down the building.
Yeah.
I was. No, I was not.
I don't know everything, but everything burns. I love how they make it like a cat's tail wagging by her sweaters flopping in the wind. Sweater? Jacket. Shirt. Over shirt? I don't know.
That's Araragi's shirt.
It's just a button-up shirt.
Yeah, it is.
Source of pyromaniac urge. Is this implying she did burn down their own house?
She has the urge to, but the tiger is the one that does this because she severed this part of herself away.
Indirectly through herself.
Yeah.
Really, my ticks are extremely struggling with the Nyas this episode.
Don't worry. She won't be speaking like this for long.
It's so ominous.
You could actually take that sentence many ways, which is a good thing. You don't know what's going to happen now.
He's gonna do the fusion dance with the tiger.
I recognize the tiger's voice though.
This time, please do not search it. I will search it after this episode. Do not spoil yourself, okay?
How did you know I was about to go search it?
Prepare. Damn, she's like a shoujo protagonist.
He's doing the Jacko pose.
Doing it before it was popular.
Yeah, those damn teenagers.
Angsty teenagers. When you can't talk with them, you just gotta beat them up.
Because you hug my belly, I burn you. Burn.
Damn. Is the rebellious teenager the little sister?
I guess you could say that.
Hamilton's burn starts playing in the background. And this is when Araragi comes to save you.
Bro.
Hold it. And now Araragi jumps from the sky to gulp the sword down through his ass.
Wait, what?
I want to see his abs.
Calm down, Kiwi. My god, this is supposed to be the emotional moment. Araragi definitely hasn't been through anything.
Definitely.
He's just wearing all this ripped clothes because it's a fashion sense.
Atsui, I get this.
Oh no. Don't worry, it's the only time he says it.
His faces.
Oh no, no, Araragi.
There's no escaping the triggers.
At least he came home before going out again.
There's other dogs making out in the hall, so Batman won't see it.
I see. Also pet pats.
Her hair.
I like the skunk stripes.
Me too. She looks like Cruella de Vil.
God damn.
I wish she kept it. She's still best girl.
Ah, love it. Actually, no. I don't think there's any finale to any part of Monogatari that I don't love, so that doesn't really mean much to me. man. We'll just let the ED play out before we start talking. Oh, yeah.
Oh damn.
Monogatari. Mayoi.
Now a
Mhm.
question you don't have to answer. Me too.
Me
were
too?
You were you comparing me to Hanekawa the whole time?
No.
Okay. Because that last part kinda hit me harder than I was
Yeah.
expecting it to.
I knew it would hit you.
I'm not crying or anything. I just
Uh-huh.
found it kind of relatable that she was.
Well, I am crying.
I'm kind of tearing up talking about it.
Yeah.
I'm finding it kind of relatable and
Mhm.
amazing that she was able to say something that someone like me normally cannot. So I kind of envy her for it. She was finally able to speak up and stuff. So
Wow.
yeah, I mean, Hanekawa still isn't my favorite,
Uh-huh.
but I don't hate her. I truly don't.
Ladies and gentlemen.
We got him.
All jokes and
Yes.
memes aside, that kind of like last part hit me more than I expected it to.
Mhm.
I was going into it knowing that like you warned me that I would cry, and that's why I didn't cry, because I didn't want to listen to you. So I didn't cry, but I did find it very, very relatable. She did something that I have been trying for years to do, so I really admire her, and she gave me a lot of stuff to think about.
Mm-hmm. Oh my god, Cerby, why did you send that picture?
I looked at the Tiger's VA.
Oh no.
Wait, who is the Tiger's VA?
The voice actress's name is Mitsuki Saiga. She does a lot of like androgynous characters like opera or she
Oh,
voiced
opera
because of
from
Oprah.
Kuronosuke from Princess Jellyfish. I know her. Kairi
No,
from Shugachara.
I just wanted to know because the voice actor sounded very familiar.
It's Oprah's VA.
Well, we just got Kiwi's initial reactions to that. What about you, Cerby? How did you feel about the ending here?
I like how they resolved it. I thought it was good. I figured it had to come with her coming to terms with kind of all sides of herself that she's been trying to bottle away.
Mm-hmm.
I was afraid that it was just going to be kind of Araragi swooping in to save her in the end, which it didn't really turn out like that, which I'm glad about. Because we need her to ask for help, we also need her to resolve it herself, because otherwise it will just be the same as it's always been. Definitely. So I thought that was a really good way to like conclude that bit of her story.
I
Right.
liked how she was talking about the future me, the present me, and the past me are all the same and stuff. So I very much enjoyed it. I sound dead because I was not expecting that. Okay.
Yeah.
That's why I sound dead. And I'm also
This is
kind of
actu-
spacing out thinking about it, what you
Yeah.
did and stuff. So that's why I'm like very quiet, pacey, and like sound very dead and depressed, but I'm actually not. Okay.
No, I totally
hit me if I
understand.
didn't expect it to. Okay.
Yeah.
And I'm so empathetic to stupid anime characters that I spend time on watching and stuff, which is also why I'm so high right. Fuck Hanekawa.
This is so good. If it makes you feel any better, Kiwi, Kane also cried to this.
I didn't cry. I'm not a pussy like him.
Sure.
Imagine a pussy crying to a pussy. I didn't cry. Okay, I was just tearing up talking about how I felt, right?
Yeah,
Not about her, but how
you're just
I felt.
sweating from your eyes.
I am not crying.
Yeah.
I think that's the beautiful thing about Monogatari is that despite its use of supernatural elements, it always comes down to things that pretty much everybody can find super relatable in their lives. I suppose that has kind of been the basis of pretty much every arc in Monogatari.
I just found it also kind of very heartbreaking. I think you noticed when I got kind of quiet.
Yeah.
From stopping from joking and saying random stuff, which was like the whole tiger fight, right?
Yeah.
And so when the tiger finally defeated Hanekawa and Araragi basically pinned the tiger down with a sword, I was like thinking, oh, I hope that Araragi doesn't become like, oh, he is suppressing her envy and anger that the tiger is representing, and he will become her prince and a red shirt again. And I was like, I hope it doesn't go that way, because that's how I took it, like him stabbing the tiger down and then the tiger screaming that it hurts, that it's hot, right? And so I was hoping that it wouldn't be that way, because I don't want Araragi to become someone who is a plug basically for Hanekawa whenever he decides to do something or move away from her. The plug gets pulled and then she loses control again.
Yeah.
Right? So I'm happy that she ended up resolving it herself.
And where did Kanbaru go?
And
what happened to Kanbaru?
Poor Kanbaru has already been forgotten in the backstory. She's been catapulted off into another series.
That's all I wanted to say.
So, because the story is being told from Hanekawa's perspective, of course she sees Araragi kind of like swooping in like a gentleman on Reddit who is a nice guy coming in to save the day. However, we've already established this several times throughout this arc that this is a problem that she has to solve herself.
Yeah. Don't mind it. I was just looking at that sword and remembering what Kisha did with it. So.
Oh, yeah. I do like the staging for this final scene, though, of how nonchalantly they did it, I suppose. I don't know if that's the right word.
Yeah, I don't think there was like any OST playing in the background right here. It was just like, oh yeah, so he's here to help, but not really. It's just here to kind of give her the last push to finally just accept herself and go along with what she really is, which is what I like. They didn't try to make us cry because of the OST. They tried to make us cry because of the situation that was happening right now.
Yeah,
so, yeah
I can see that. The OST was kind of a combination with the sequence that was occurring.
There was no OST, I believe. Was there OST?
There was, and if you didn't hear it, that's probably because you were so immersed in the moment.
Oh, then I'm sorry. Then that whole thing drops.
No,
I didn't hear any. And if I didn't hear
You
any,
proved
That's
your own
still
point
valid.
that the OST wasn't the driving force.
Yes, but here, from a cinematography standpoint, I like how they sort of launched this fight towards, of course, the railroad, which in anime, or in pretty much any series, they really like to use when they want to show progression, a sign of moving forward, looking to the future, without it being... Yeah, what were you saying?
I thought you were going to say they want to make it like an obstacle, because like when in
What kind of train are you using as an obstacle?
look.
That sounds dangerous.
I know, right?
Let me explain it real quick. So
Alright,
this is spoilers. This is spoilers for the girl that lived through time. So just so you know, but basically, as the movie is ending and she learns her lesson, she basically has a short time to save someone. I'm going to speak as vaguely as I can, but the train ends up going through, so she has to think how to get past that obstacle to be able to save the person that she wants to save, right? And also the train's a really like important part of the whole movie as well. So like that's what I thought you were going with, but I guess
Hey, that sounds like, I haven't seen The Girl Who Left Through Time, but you could say it's the same as Xero though, as the train is that guide to her progressing forward. She has to learn her way around it.
Yeah.
They go together.
That also goes. Yeah.
But I haven't watched it, so I can't really comment on it.
Yeah, I haven't watched it. Actually, I have, but I've forgotten about it, so I can't comment on that. However, I do think it's probably what Cerby has evaluated. I like how they didn't like stress the cinematography of like, oh wow, look at the train tracks. They're so cool because it's a sign of moving forward. And the reason why I'm stating this is because there was another show that I watched because of Kane's recommendation, 86, where they really like to use this, and even in the very final scene, this is spoiler without context. Very final scene, the main character walks up right into the middle of the train tracks and looks straight into the distance because my god, this show is amazing with its cinematography. Look at all the cinematography we have. But I think good cinematography is unnoticeable. It's not pushed into your face to make it look like, oh yes, we were big brain when we were thinking about this. But it's there to show you of a general direction that the scene is heading towards, a theme, if you will, of the scene. And I just want to say that I do appreciate how Monogatari handled this in comparison to, of course, 86. Which is still a good show in its own right. It just wasn't my cup of tea. This set
also the red
piece,
moon.
Yeah, is actually really cool.
The blood moon rises once again.
Oh my god, it's Breath of the Wild all over again. All the mobs are gonna respawn.
I just remember the Japanese movie that I watched that I'll tell you about later, which also sent the ring.
Alright, yeah, but this fight, this set piece is actually really cool. Like, fighting in a building that's been in construction with all these like bars and possible vertical paths that you could take. I like it. It also serves to show the intricacies of, well, Hanekawa in the current moment. I really like, of course, how Hanekawa has come to a conclusion here, where she's kind of learned a lot about herself as well, and has grown enough confidence to actually ask her parents for a room, which she probably would have been able to get from the very start if she had, you know, actually learned how to ask for help. I think that was also something that Cerby said that she could relate to Hanekawa with. Here she finally is able to overcome that. She has enough confidence to ask. She gains a room because she's finally kind of learned how to respect herself and respect her desires and learn how to have things that she wants and things that she dislikes, like how Senjo Gahara was kind of grilling her. a few episodes
Yeah,
ago.
I like that recognition that she had. Like, I don't have to be perfect. I just have to be human.
Yeah. Because if she had continued to go down the path that she was going on, as the tiger stated, she would have just kept on creating aberrations left and right. In the end, creating an entire army of aberrations while she herself stayed pure and stayed perfect. Finally accepted that, yes, she's not a heavenly being as she was depicted in Nekokuro, but she is now in fact just a human, like everybody else.
Just a teenager with teenager problems.
And I think that's perfectly fine.
And the fact that she got rejected and didn't create an operation after it tells us that she has truly grown.
She
That's so
has
weird to say.
fully accepted the rejection.
I want to ask you out with me.
But she was serious, man. I'm not just here to date you for fun. We're going to marry eventually. That's my intents and purposes in this relationship. And I respect that. She played it out.
He's in like Koito's a protagonist.
And of course, it's not... Araragi isn't going to accept every girl in his harem.
Yeah, I am so very glad that he isn't like those other harem boys, right?
Araragi's not like other boys.
Yeah, he's not like other boys. He's quirky. His sister is a bird.
What does that have to do with anything?
I mean, it adds to the quirky, doesn't it? I think that the next episode is Neko. It's Copium I'm smoking.
Yes, Mayoi Jiangshi. Definitely about Neko.
Yeah. I forgot who Mayoi is.
Definitely not Hachikuji.
Oh wait, that's her name? Yeah, I'm sorry.
I think Mayoi, isn't that... Actually, no, I'm not going to say anything. I'm not Japanese.
I mean, Hanekawa has kind of linked to us. Linked? She sent us a link. Linked. She kind of like told us that after she met Hachikuji, she kind of got lost.
Well, no. It's because she felt lost, that she lost sight of home.
That's when she ran into Hachikuji.
Yeah.
That was my misunderstanding. I'm sorry.
It was just her retrospectively looking back and being like, oh yeah, I ran into Hachikuji right at that point where I was feeling like, just had started feeling lost because of all these things.
And if you remember back in Bake, when during Hachikuji's arc, yeah, she was the only other person except Araragi who could see Hachikuji. Speaking of, our main boy here, who has finally come back after 4 episodes of absence, wearing a ripped up red sweatshirt in the
and he lost
pants
his abs.
The movie budget was taken away, so his abs are gone now. But
no.
Any theories as to...
Hanekawa should also lose her blanks as well, because there's no budget for abs.
There's always budget for boobs. Anyways.
No.
Any theories as to what the hell is going on with Araragi?
Kanbaru.
Kanbaru did this to him?
No, yes, Kanbaru did this to him.
Kanbaru returned to monkey.
So you're thinking that her arm acted up again?
No.
She maybe made her cousin and then...
Kanbaru went to meet up with him when the school burned down. We haven't seen what happened there.
We do know now, though, that the tiger was the one who burned down each and every place, kind of indirectly because of Hanekawa, whose desire was to burn down these places because she envied everything at that point. Of course, we still don't know what's been going on there. All we can guess right now, I guess, is Araragi's been through a rough time in whatever adventure he's been on.
He got himself some new bitches.
He kind of lost Shinobu, though. She's kind of been severed from him.
Too many bitches for Shinobu to process.
That's the reason why Shinobu lost her connection with Araragi. Too many bitches.
Too many bitches.
I also like how Hanekawa's character design changes to match her character growth.
I am upset that she just dyes it black.
Me too. That's racist.
Yes, it is, Kiwi.
Me
It
too.
is.
I agree. I agree.
Yeah,
I mean,
I
I
do-
see how she has to do it because of the Japanese school
it's school
regulations.
rules, yeah.
Yeah. So
It sucks. However, I can assure you that this is something that will stay. So we'll see it again.
That's good.
oh my god, she stayed with Cruella de Vil.
So, Kiwi has kind of grown to like and understand Hanekawa. Maybe been able
Yeah.
to sympathize with her quite a bit.
Yeah, she's not in the trash anymore. I actually took her out and cleaned her and put her on the desk, but she's nowhere near my. I can't say that she's not on the fridge yet. She didn't earn her place in the fridge.
The fridge. The fridge is the place where Kiwi puts her best girls. I see.
I can't say anything else because all of my best girls are underage.
What? Okay. And
Okay,
Cerby.
okay, she didn't earn her place on the bedside table. She's just on the kitchen desk.
Okay. You know, that's a good enough place for her.
Yeah.
I can understand that. I think a lot of people usually put her around, well, with what analogy you're using, the desk. This part of the series really redeems her, and having to sit through Nekokuro for this is, I think, quite worthwhile for the payoff. And as for Cerby, I suppose you kind of have the same opinion about her. She's not really your favorite character, right? But
She still kind of annoys me. I'm gonna say indifferent at best, but I liked the conclusion to her story.
I mean,
okay.
I have to like her because I hated her. She's
What is
not
this
my
logic?
favorite.
I still find Nekokuro insufferable.
I see.
But
That's-
I enjoyed Neko Shiro, so.
Yeah, it's a valid opinion. I think a lot of people dislike Nekokuro for that. Because it's, of course, 4 long episodes of just not getting anywhere.
Yeah. I feel like there's a way that they could have directed or put this out differently to have made that better. But as it is, I would rather have just not watched Nekokuro, and I think I would have got to the same conclusion on her character.
Yeah, Nekokuro, I suppose, is just extra minor details as to Hanekawa's situation, which some people might appreciate.
I still think most of it's pretty superficial. But as far as Neko Shiro goes, I enjoyed it a lot. So.
What's your rating out of 10?
I have to think about that for a second. I'm gonna give it probably around an 8.
Alright, good. How about you, Kiwi?
2, like 7.
Wait, did you just say 2?
No, I said me too.
Me too, okay.
Like
Alright,
7.5, 8, like around that, between that. Not
Okay.
more.
I feel like 8's a pretty good rating for like a plot point surrounding a character I just don't like very much.
Yes, it is. I was expecting like maybe a 6, but I know that Neko Shiro's ending is really good and that a lot of people relate to it. So, yeah.
I feel like Neko Shiro does what I wished Nekokuro did, where it's showing you kind of her weakness and her kind of working and like figuring it out for herself and slowly overcoming it. So some of those parts are like you're annoyed with the parts that she's struggling with, but you see her working towards overcoming it till you finally get the payoff in the end.
Yeah.
Whereas Nekokuro had none of that.
Yeah. Alright, well, I suppose the last thing I'll ask is, do you have any wild theories as to what Mayoi Jiangshi can be about?
I mean, I wanted to make the theory of anyone who meets Hachikuji ends up getting lost, but that was very quickly shut down because I just misread something. So, yeah, that's all.
Did they write Jiangshi like or not Japanese, the Chinese ghost Jiangshi, or is it spelled different? I didn't quite see it long enough.
It is spelled the same way as the Chinese ghost.
It's an interesting monster to pair with Hachikuchi.
It certainly is.
I like Jiangshi though, so I'm kind of excited to see.
I actually don't remember what Kabuki means.
Kabuki is a form of Japanese theater.
Yeah, I watched an anime about that.
It's very like exaggerated and dramatized, kind of loud. I've never actually been into Kabuki, so I can't describe it too well.
It's kind of like there is the loud type, and then you also have the type where there is basically one person that does multiple parts. Like if you have a grandma, grandpa, son.
I think that's pretty, because that's why they have the masks and stuff, right?
Yeah, and then they just sit down and act out different roles by changing their voice or using different props, but it's just one person sitting on a pillow performing in front of a bunch of people.
I see.
Here we have the Chinese hopping vampire. Kabuki.
I wonder what that could mean.
All with Hachikuchi. I don't know, but I'm excited.
Shinobu will be in this because of the vampire.
Jiangshi are so funny. I love them.
Oh my god, actually. I'll tell you guys about the meme later on, but
okay.
Yeah. There's a meme. I guess that about does it for this discussion. Turned out a lot better than I expected. Kiwi's like your raw reaction was actually a lot more than I thought it would be. I thought that your hate for Hanekawa would kind of like not make you like feel the way that you did, but
since the start of Shiro, I did say that like I don't hate Hanekawa as much because she did start to face herself, but like seeing her actually accept everything about herself made me not hate her, right?
Yeah, I get that. I think a lot of viewers who didn't really like Hanekawa's character could also say the same. Apart from that, if you guys have reached this part of the discussion, thank you so much for watching this lengthy discussion. Leave a like, maybe sub, who knows? Maybe we might continue watching this show.
Maybe.
Maybe. Only if we get like 5 likes on the video. Oh my god, I'm actually acting like a YouTuber now. Right.
Damn, Xero. I want to say 5,000 likes and Xero cosplays as one of
Xero cosplays as Shinobu.
Xero cosplays as Shinobu, yeah.
Oh my god. Can I cosplay as adult Shinobu? I like to have big titties.
No. But no.
God damn it.
I'd say yes.
Once again, thank you for watching the video. We'll see you in the next one. Later, dudes.
Bye bye.